This is an Aperol Spritz that I'm enjoying in Milan. And today, let's talk about the $1 Million Portfolio for July 2024 as I enjoy the gorgeous view of the Duomo in Milan. So let me turn this around and show you what it looks like. And I'll leave it on this view for a little bit and kind of just talk through what the portfolio did. So, bottom line up front. Portfolio was pretty much flat for the month. Ended at 1.4, sorry, take that back. It ended at $1.14 million. Down just about $4,000 since June. So pretty much flat. Lots of turmoil in the last couple of weeks. There was worries that inflation might run hot, so the bonds really took a beating as rates were just holding steady, maybe even inching a little higher. But then everything, came down with some economic data coming in that didn't look nearly as bad as people thought, and the bond shot way back up. So ended up being pretty much flat for the month. And now it looks like the market's pricing in a September rate cut of at least one cut. And then we'll see what happens the rest of the year. So some people are optimistic and think that maybe even we'll get 3 cuts this year. I don't know. I just know that long bonds are finally paying off, and I'm enjoying that. So looking forward to the rest of the year where we get pricing back to normal. So as to the allocation, it's still the weird allocation where I have a huge allocation to long-term bonds, a lot of it to the triple leverage TMF bonds. This is certainly not where I want to be with my allocation. So while we're on allocation, let's take a moment to review what I'm targeting for this portfolio. So essentially for this portfolio, I like to do 50% stocks, 25% long-term bonds, 15% large cap value, and 10% gold. Now, of the 50% stocks, I'm focusing on large cap growth, and for that, I'm using the NASDAQ 100 index. And I'm splitting that slightly because I worry about what's going to happen the next couple of years in terms of returns. So I'm adding some leverage to that 50% stock allocation by doing a 35% split to QQQ, the NASDAQ 100, and a 15% split to the TQQQ, or triple Qs as they call it. This is the 3x leverage NASDAQ 100. For the long-term bond allocation, I'm doing 15% TLT. This is the long duration bonds, and then 10% to TMF. So that's the intended allocation. Clearly, we are not there. So do with that as you will, but I really do have every intention of bringing it back to that allocation slowly over time as I try to rebalance things and get it back to where it needs to be. I'll turn this around so you're not looking at my mug as I'm sipping my Aperol Spritz and talking about that $1 Million Portfolio, and let you enjoy the views of the Duomo and people walking by. So about the rebalancing, I think I'm going to take my time with it and probably start to move out of the triple leverage long-term bonds as the first move, and then get back into gold because I have zero allocation to gold in this portfolio at the moment. At least I don't think so. I gotta look at the computer. I'm away from things right now, so going off memory, but if I have any gold allocation, it would be tiny. So what I like to do is just start to slowly move out of TMF. Once the September cut is priced in, I think it's going to shoot way up, and then start rebalancing. Normally my rebalancing is in February of each year, but I may take it in stages and then do a full rebalancing when we get to February of 2025. So in any case, portfolio's flat. Everyone's thinking that there's going to be a rate cut for September, that the Fed will start to signal that at some point in time pretty soon here to get markets ready. And once that happens, all bets are off. So thanks for watching and enjoy the view from Milan. Next month I'll be back home and we'll do the catch up there. Later.